Okay, good morning Year 8, welcome back to class. Hope you all had a great weekend. Can anyone tell me what we learned last lesson? Yes? Cross sections, yes we did. Well today, since it's Monday and I know all your brains are up and ready to go, we're going to learn about population pyramids. Can anybody tell me what a population pyramid is? No? Well, that's what this class is for. What are population pyramids and why do we need to learn about them? Population pyramids are these diagrams here. They are used by demographers to determine the makeup of a population, whether it be for a city, a country, a region, or the world in general. Population pyramids show the age-sex distribution of its given population. As we can see here, we have males on one side, females on one side, and how many in each cohort on each side as well. A cohort, you might want to know what that is. A cohort is a grouping. So this line going out to the side here is a grouping here, and this is males aged 30 to 34. As we can see, there's almost 2.5 million males in that cohort. Population pyramids are used to see population trends in the past, the current residential profile, which this right here is the current residential profile for that of the United States, and they are also used to see whether the population will increase or decrease in the future. There are three different types of population pyramids. The first type that we are going to have a look at is that of an expansive population pyramid, as we can see here. They are populations that are young and growing. So as we can see here, there's a huge young population and a tiny older population. They are characterised by a typical pyramid shape. So as we can see here, if you take everything away besides the blue and the pink, it will look like an actual pyramid going up and down. These types of populations are typically represented by developing nations. So this nation here is Afghanistan. Can anyone tell me if Afghanistan is a developing country or a developed country? Yes, it is indeed a developing country. These populations often have higher fertility rates and lower than average life expectancies. So as we can see here, the tiny population at the top means that lots of people are dying off before that age, resulting in Afghanistan having a lower life expectancy. As we can see before here with the United States, they have a higher population at the top, meaning that they have a higher life expectancy, which is useful for demographers. And as we can see, the high fertility rates result in the population down the bottom being quite large with the younger age cohorts. The next type of population pyramid we're going to look at is that of constricted population pyramids. These population pyramids are used to describe populations that are elderly and shrinking. As we can see, Japan is an awesome example of a constricted population. Their population has started to decline because they have a huge population at the top and a smaller population down the bottom because the people in the middle aren't having as many babies as they used to. This typically resonates with countries with higher social and economic development. For example, Japan is one of these countries. And they also resonate with countries that have higher access to education and healthcare. China, as we can see at the top here, isn't really constricted as yet, but because their quality of life and access to education and healthcare is ever increasing. By 2025, they will have demographers analyse that they'll have a population pyramid that is that of a constricted one, because less babies will be born. This is also due to the controversial one-child policy in China, where because of their huge population, the government decided that each parent was only allowed to have one baby. So the next population pyramid that we're going to have a look at is that of stationary population pyramids, as we can see here. These are used to describe populations that are not growing, but not really declining either. They're sort of like stabilising. Australia, for example, is an example of a stationary population pyramid. If it wasn't for such factors as immigration, our population would probably be that of a constrictive population pyramid. As our population is highly educated, we have a higher access to healthcare, and because of that we're having less children. And because of that we're also having an ageing population. A stationary population pyramid is characterised by their rectangular shape, besides up the top where the cohorts taper off. And as we can see, they're characteristic of developed nations where birth rate is low and quality of life is high. A case study that we're going to look at here is that of Nigeria. Nigeria's population pyramid is an expansive one. As we can see here, we have the typical pyramid shape. They have expansive population pyramid characteristics of a low quality of life, as they have a low human development index of 0.514, meaning that Nigeria is a developing country, or a LEDC, which is a less economic developed nation. Nigeria has a higher birth rate, high fertility rates, meaning that they have huge populations down the bottom. As you can see here, in the 0 to 4 age cohort for females, there are between 12 and 16 million Nigerian females of that age, compared to that of 75 to 79 in the same gender, where there is probably less than 1 million, so there's a huge difference there. Nigeria has a low life expectancy, another reason why they have a tiny population above 50 or up the top. And because of this, if current trends continue, Nigeria's population will continue to increase. A complete opposite case study is that of Germany. Germany's population pyramid is that of a constrictive one. As we can see here, they have quite a large older population, but after here there's a steep decline. This is because due to higher life expectancy, high quality of life, high access to healthcare and education, Germans are having less and less babies. If current trends continue, Germany's population will continue to decline, leaving them with a higher ageing population with a lot of people at the top and a smaller population down the bottom. There is one good thing about this though, is that Germany has very good healthcare, so the older people will be able to be looked after very well. We're just going to watch a video about this now. While I'm setting up the video, I want you all to get out your notebooks and write in the topic at the top, population pyramids. Okay, it won't be 1 second. It's just here. Okay, I want you all to look up to the front of the classroom and look at this video that we're about to watch.
A population pyramid is a type of graph. It's actually 2 bar charts standing back.
Just stopping the video there. I just want to ask you, what type of population pyramid do you see here? Yeah, it is indeed an expansive population pyramid, as you can see the pyramid shape, the typical shape. Okay, back to the video.
It's a bag that shows the relative ages and makeup of a population. From them, you can see how young or old the population is, and how many are male or female. Watch the next clip and look out for the shape of a population pyramid for an MEDC.
Just stopping the video again, I want to ask you all what an MEDC and an LEDC means. Any opinions on what that means? Yes? Yeah, it does. It's a more economically developed country. And what about an LEDC? Yes? Yes, it is a less economic developed country. Okay, back to the video.
And an LEDC.
The distribution of a population's age and sex can be represented by a population pyramid. For a developing country, the typical population pyramid would look like this. But if you compare this with a typical pyramid for a developed country...
Okay, Johnny, I'm going to need you to put your phone down, otherwise you'll have to stay behind the class, okay? All eyes to the front. Thank you.
In this case, the United Kingdom, it doesn't have a true pyramid shape. The narrow band across the base shows a low and falling birth rate, and if the pyramid is rectangular, then it shows an ageing population. In the baby boom years, we we had a large birth rate, and as those children have got older, but yet had less children themselves, you can see the change in the population pyramid. This is today, and as that section of the population get older, we have less younger people to support them. The whole structure becomes unbalanced.
Okay, so I'm just going to conclude the video here. I just want to ask you a question of what type of population pyramid this is. Yes? No, it's not an expansive one. What about you? What do you think? It is indeed a constrictive population pyramid where the population is decreasing. Okay, well we're going to get onto our activity now, where we'll spend the rest of the class doing this. Oops, not that one. We are going to have an activity about population pyramids today. Now, I need you all to get your laptops out, and I need you to type in this URL, http://www.abs.gov.au. ABS is the Australian Bureau of Statistics. This is where you will find all of your information for today's activity. Once you are on the website, I want you to click on the Statistics tab. Once you're in that tab, I want you to download the population by age and sex summary statistics Excel document. Once you have found this information, I want you to compile the statistics that you have found into a population pyramid on a piece of graph paper that I will give out to you in a minute. Once you have finished your population pyramid, I want you to, in a paragraph, compare it to Australia's 1950 population pyramid on this website URL here. And once you have done this, I want you to compare your results with a partner, elect a spokesperson, and once you have done that, I want you to present your findings to the class up the front. Okay? I'm just going to leave this information here for you to, it will guide you through the information step by step, and I can't wait to see some results. Thank you.